matchup with plenty of intrigue because it's the SEC versus the Big 12. Two conferences with a long history of animosity. Welcome to beautiful Tucson, Arizona, and the home field of the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Team on the field getting set now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Single back, takes the handoff. Oh, the ball is out. They bring him down, but a heads-up play to scoop up the fumble and make first down yardage.
Oh, my gosh, the defense is attacking that football. That ball's on the ground. They almost come up with a turnover on the first play of the game.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, drops back. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
And the Commodores come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on first down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. It's Murphy. Running out of time in the pocket. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Caught behind the line. It's 4. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Looks right for a quick completion. He's found some room at the 45. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Looking to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. Tackle made quickly after the catch, but moves the ball to the 12. A red zone opportunity.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Back to pass. It's Murphy. Makes the grab on the move. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. No stopping him on that line. Touchdown, Arizona.
Chris, this is what makes this quarterback so dangerous. There's just only so much a defense can do to contain him. He is so fast. You can plan for it all you want, but planning and the execution are 2 different things.
Extra point splits the uprights. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
The key on a 3rd down between a quarterback and the wide receiver is the timer. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time to give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield to make a play.
They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on third and very long. He hauls it into the 25, still running. Touchdown, Commodores. He broke away, and they couldn't catch him.
This guy's starting to prove that he is a mismatch for this defense. Second touchdown of the day, and a great job by the coordinator continuing to find unique ways to get this guy on one-on-one opportunities for touchdowns.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
First down here for this offense. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Dump off, caught by the running back. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking deep downfield to the left. And is picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get one or two a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Gets made on the out route.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
A completion makes it second down. Looking to throw here. Deep shot toward the end zone. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's third down.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Coleman. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to scramble. He lets it go on the move. And it's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. Short return tackle made at the 27. A crucial takeaway.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Makes the grab. It's Thompson. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
At the 16-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense. That's the end of the first quarter.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. An inside give now from the shotgun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He escapes the pocket. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Receiver makes the grab, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his third touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Handoff running right. Went it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Gives it to the back. Breaking free at midfield. Football comes out. Defense makes the recovery, a turnover.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. And looking to throw now on first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches. Second down after that short completion.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Touchdown, Commodores. Still no answer for this offense.
You know, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football up to the 25-yard line. The first play of the drive now from the 25. To throw, it's Murphy. Screen to the receiver in the flat. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Snags the quick throw. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
And that's an Arizona.
A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Oh, man. You have a good play dialed up and a great chance at yards, and it goes right through his hands. That'll drive the offensive coordinator in the booth absolutely crazy.
Finds an open target on the left side. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down at the 44.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking right, this one caught. And the defense comes up with the football.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They were in the right place at just the right time.
And now the first play of this drive, they're set up at the 37. Off the play fake on 1st down.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. And let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark, see if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Moves out of the pocket. And no throwaway here. Quarterback forced out of bounds for a loss on the throw.
I think this quarterback here is just desperate to try to make a play, and as he's trying to make that play, he's losing ground. This defensive speed is on display. Good job of getting him out of bounds.
Important 3rd down play coming up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's running out of time here. Trying to get the throw off. It's incomplete. This efficient offense doesn't convert on 3rd down this time. Commodores will send the punt team onto the field. The kick will be down just inside the 45. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 42. Back to throw. It's Murphy. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Looking deep to the right side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on. And the punt team now on to kick it away.
On to punt it away.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pass is incomplete.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He'll take a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Commodores.
Well, that's what great teams do. Things are getting a little bit too close, so they go right down the field with just a few plays to put this game right back to having a comfortable lead.
Vanderbilt 42, Arizona 7.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st down, it's play action. On the move now. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up 2nd down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pusher, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And that's in Arizona.
That run picks up 1st down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Looking to scramble. Deep throw across his body to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. The freshman makes a tremendous grab there.
Well, one thing we know for sure, this quarterback has a ton of confidence. Already he's thrown 2 picks. That is tight coverage right here. He still puts it up in the air. Now, this one works out for him, but they haven't throughout this game.
They keep him off balance for the run. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
It's a dart right down the middle. And it's caught outside the 10 and still going. Tackle made quickly at the 11 with the offense in the red zone now.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He escapes the pocket. Runs out of bounds near the goal line. Couldn't quite get there. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Timeout, Arizona.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Here's the handoff. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, this first half has been a disaster for this offense, but this touchdown is big. Hopefully it can build some momentum for them when they come back out for the second half.
Automatic on the PAT. before the break. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? There's the handoff. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Will kick this away to begin the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The first play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the second half will keep it on the ground. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid game.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. It feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
And first down, right back to the running game. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Chris, anytime a receiver runs around, he's looking to create separation for the quarterback to give him a nice target. That's always what you're going to see anytime you have a successful route. What we just saw here, complete opposite. They're lucky that ball was just knocked away.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Looking downfield, it's Murphy bringing pressure. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down play coming up. Looking for a man. A deep shot to the left side. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out. Drop what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
This makes it second down and goal from the 7. Looking to pass here on second down. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. This passing game is still on fire. And they get set now to try the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
49, Arizona 14.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And there's the handoff. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass. It's Murphy. Tries to get it to the running back. Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Man, it's so valuable to have a back like this who can take a check down and turn it into a first down. That level of playmaking is such an asset to a team in today's game.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When a quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. A deep shot to the left side. Catch made down near the 10, and he's still going. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
This Arizona offense is moving quickly down the field. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. This will be a challenge now. Second and goal, back at the 13. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
I love to see this by this quarterback. Instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off. Reminds his defense what he can do with his legs and almost took it to the house.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On third and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Oh, the pass rush gets home. The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Arizona.
All right, here we go.
Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
Get out of here with a W, offense.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Scanning the field. It's Murphy. Moves out of the pocket. Intercepted in the end zone. Look out, he's in the clear. Across midfield. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Commodores. Pick six could be a game changer.
Chris, what a job by this defense. Fourth and goal near your own goal line. The defense steps up and makes a play and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Handoff from the shotgun. Got the first down and still motoring. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Really tough to run a good counter play when the linebackers aren't fooled at all. This time they get down in a hurry into the line of scrimmage to make that play.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. To the air, it's Murphy. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
Boy, really good job up front here by the offensive line, giving the quarterback plenty of time for that route to clear underneath before he made the throw.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. The back's got it. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter. And as we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if this game can get a little bit more competitive. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Boy, this defensive coordinator has been all over it, mixing up the looks, doing a good job of getting pressure on this quarterback there. Almost a sack. They hit him right as he's releasing the ball. Almost coming up with another turnover. Just a
looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, nearly an interception down there in the end zone. Could not quite hold on. It'll bring up 4th down now.
But here we are in the 4th quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense to give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the defense is playing smart. They're sitting back, anticipating these deep throws.
They don't make the 3rd down yardage. Here comes the punt team. And here's the fair catch by the return man. First play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. And on the carry, he's heading left. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Looking for a gap. It's Alexander. Has the first down and more. Breaks loose at the 45. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Well, finally, some room to run for this back. The defense had done a good job containing him until that play.
Well, they've done a really good job up to this point, Chris, of containing him. He finally does get out, but I think it's an example of why you don't give up on the running game. Even when you're not necessarily coming up with big carries, you're just kind of body blowing this defense, and eventually, bang, you're able to hit a big one here when it really matters.
Heading left after the handoff. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
Running back to the ball carrier. Gain of 9. Second down coming up.
Now it's second down here.
29 Philly. 2-9. Ready to go.
Leaning on the run game here. He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, they actually call a play that goes in the wrong direction. Seems like everything they've called has worked out, whether it's on the ground or through the air. And this time, the defense steps up and makes a play.
And they pick up the first on the ground. Breaks an open space. They convert on third down and move the football to the 25.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Quarterback still with the football. He's got the first and still going. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Man, we know this guy can spin it, but you can't forget about his wheels, too. That's another first down for this offense, and they are feeling it.
The Commodores looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. Fresh set of downs. First and goal.
Cricket.
On the run, it's Alexander. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. It's a second and goal play for the offense. They'll try to run this one in. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have third down and goal. The offense could be thinking about four-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Here's a run call on third and goal. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
I tell you what, considering they've been out there for a long time on this drive, they sure showed a lot of endurance there, coming up with a big stop. And now it's fourth and goal. And as an offensive coordinator and head coach, with this kind of drive, it just seems like you'd be missing something by not coming away with a touchdown.
This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way, especially another ranked opponent.